Dan's going to call in probably by 10 after 8.
Was Danny on the show last time?
No.
Okay.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Talking Baseball with Sal Angeletti, live on Facebook, HamiltonRadio.net, Iron Horse Film Studio. Wow, we got a full boat tonight. The dugout's full. Somebody call in the righty. To my right, introduce yourselves, please.
I am Dan Schweck, the Director of Staff Development for the Miracle League of Mercer County.
And I am Andrew Santoro, the voice of Miracle League of Mercer County.
Boys, the usual suspects.
Carl McGlowski, co-host of Talking Baseball with Sal Angeletti.
Returning co-host Matt the Machine Sirianni of Talking Baseball with Sal Angeletti.
And we got another special surprise here. And who are you?
I am. I'm Darren Sirianni. They call me Big D. Sirianni says, and I'm here with my son Matty and my man Sal, and I'm glad to be on board. Thanks, guys.
Are we live? I don't see anything on my page. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What happened? All right, we're having a little technical. I can't even talk straight today. All right, folks, we could just chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're on the radio. Hello to everybody that's listening around the world, of course, all the way down to Australia. So, hello to our Aussie mates.
All right, take two.
Take two.
And we're having a little technical. It always happens when it rains here.
It's a new time slot. That's maybe doing it. The new time.
The 9:30 time slot might have been a little bit of
So
a.
we went way back in time with the clocks.
We really did.
It happens.
Did you check your flux capacitor? Back to the Future reference there.
Nobody's watching baseball.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Football.
We're on.
Well, football.
We're on.
Yeah, we're
Is
there.
this now?
Are we on?
I just saw
Are we on?
Alex Rodriguez sighting.
What do we do?
So what do you guys think about the World Series that just happened?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
we did pick the Nationals.
I hate Chapman.
I
I
picked
hate
the Nationals
Chapman.
as-
I agree with you, sir. Absolutely.
I can't believe they paid him that much money.
100%.
Honestly, let me just say this: the Nationals deserve to win this series. Like, if you look at their entire postseason run, 8 of their 12 games that they won came on the road. And a friend of mine, Corey Jason, told me, great teams win on the road. And that's exactly what the Nationals did.
I picked them in 7 when I guess when you and Danny were here.
Yeah.
But first, we're gonna zoom in over here to my right. This is something great right here. Everybody should get involved with this. We're gonna start with Dan and tell everybody what the Miracle League is.
Yeah, and Sal, thanks so much for inviting us and having Andy and me on today. And before I even get into anything, I would be remiss if I don't shout out and include the rest of our committee members.
true.
I did just send them a group text and I said I would shout out to them. So if they're listening out there, Miss Lindsay Perry, Miss Jennifer McVicker, Amanda Bendorf, Gia Kramer, Taylor Roberts, and Tim Larkin. These guys make up, along with Andy to my right here, my Miracle League committee. And together, along with an amazing group of coaches and volunteers, over 200 volunteers that help me out every season, every year, and with an amazing board of directors, we put together this Miracle League of Mercer County. We've been running. Next year is going to be our 15th year. Wow. We're going to be celebrating 15 years, and we're really excited about it. So being able to come out here tonight and talk about what we've done for 14 years and where we're going over the next 14, 15, we're really excited about it. So I don't know if, Andy, you want to add anything to that?
I would love to add something to that. Yes, Sal, thank you so much again for having us on. We're so extremely excited. Very grateful for the opportunity, of course. But Miracle League, I mean, it's a great time. For us, it's not a job, it's not a volunteer commitment, it's a lifestyle. We wake up every Saturday and every Wednesday, every Thursday for a game, and we're excited, we're pumped, and the kids are pumped. And it's always just such a good family atmosphere when you're there. Everyone has a great time, and for like 3 hours a day, it's all about the kids, it's all about them. It's like we're in their world, and we're just a small part of that. So we're very excited to be there.
It's a great thing. You invited me down to the field. I saw it down over here in Sawmill. I guess.
Yep, Sawmill YMCA, the Sawmill area.
When I walked, and I was walking there, and I'm like, first of all, driving through the town, I thought I was going to Field of Dreams. And
You can't say that in front of me because now I'm really going to take it and run with it.
No.
Are we going to
blew
go
up his
on
head.
this? I'll go to the Yankee White Sox.
Yeah, you wanna
Where are
go?
we gonna sit?
I'm going. I'm planning on going. But
So it's great. You know, it reminded me of going to play baseball in a Little League when I was living in Brooklyn. And when I saw you guys over there, I was like, wow. And I had a tear in my eye, and I was like, wow, this is something special here. These are the true all-stars right here, these kids. And it was great to see this all happen. And now, how did it all come about? When did you take over and as the commissioner? And how did the field come about? How did everybody get into that, aspect of the whole thing there?
yeah, so what happened was about 15 years ago now, there was a special on HBO Real Sports, Brian Gumbel.
Okay.
And a number of our current board members who are Rotarians, they're part of the Hamilton Robbinsville Rotary. They watched this and they caught wind of it and they said, guys, we got to bring this here. We have to bring this to Hamilton, Robbinsville area, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So they flew down. I believe it was to the Charleston Miracle League. It was one of the first ones that was down there, and they went to visit and they met with the executive director down there. Came back with all this information. Came back. They'd reached out to the executive offices in Conyers, Georgia, and said, how do we do this? So they got the booklet. They got all the information. And basically, the Rotary said, let's go. Let's raise this money. So there were a number of people, Dave Aust, Greg Blair, Steve Dorler, some of our board members who were very kind of instrumental in the beginning, saying, we got to make this happen. We got to raise the money. Greg Blair was very, very, very passionate and helped drive that fundraising effort. And they were able to raise over $300,000 initially to build this field, and they had looked at a number of locations, and the costs to build on a brand new site, to build pavilions and accessible bathrooms would have doubled the cost. So what eventually happened was Jim Fell, who was the CEO of the Hamilton area YMCA at the time, he was connected with all these guys. They were part of the Y board of directors as well, and they said Jim goes, hey, listen, put it here, put it right here at our sawmill facility. We had just recently opened up our sawmill facility where our campgrounds are. It's a 55-acre facility out on Sawmill Road in Hamilton. It's beautiful. It's got basketball courts and soccer fields and a beautiful pool, the 50-foot slide. And we run a lot of our YMCA programming out there. But he said, let's put the field here. And we were able to put it there at no cost. So that became the collaboration between the Y and the Rotary. And when the league was put together, they said, well, somebody's going to have to operate this league, run this league. So when the bylaws were created, they said, well, the Rotary's done all this work to help, raise the money and get it off the ground and literally build it off the ground. And the Y took over the operational end. So a full-time member of the YMCA was tasked with that. And that was initially Kathy Reed, who ran the league for 9 years and did an absolutely tremendous job until the summer of 2014 when she moved on and they offered the position to me. And here we are 5 years later. And it's been probably the best part of my personal and my career life.
And you two gentlemen met through this? Or you knew each other already?
I kind of knew about Dan since I was an employee at the Y, but definitely got to know more from the Miracle League. So I was there when Kathy ran it for a couple years before she left. So I started back in, had to be 2009, 2010 I was there. So I've been there for quite some time now. So Dan started in 2014, I believe. So originally I was just a volunteer as well, just helping out the kids in the outfield, running around with them, having a good time. And then one day the announcer wasn't there. So I stepped in just as a joke, as a fill-in for the day, and overnight it just sprouted. Next thing you know, I was doing every week. And
you do a good job, because I was there and I heard that. I was like, okay, it's a real natural. Now, I was there. Now, that was your first whiteout event. I got my T-shirt on.
There we go.
It looks good.
And that was something special. I saw all the parents, the kids, and it was a big turnout, and it was great. And I says, I got to get these guys on the show. We got to talk about it, because if you look up miracleleague.com or whatever it is, it's not just here in Jersey. Where else is this?
So it is all over the place in the United States and also in Mexico, I believe, and Canada. So over 300 right now. Our Miracle League, we were what was it, number 14?
You're about 14 or 15.
About 14 or 15 in the nation. One of the first on the East Coast, right?
We were the first in the Northeast, so first north of the Mason-Dixon up in this area.
Oh, wow.
That was one of the things, too, when the field was initially built. Again, most of the leagues at that point had started in the Georgia, South Carolina area, right? So they don't have the extreme weather that we do, both hot summers and cold winters. The one thing that we were always nervous about was how long would this field last? With the expanding, the contracting, the weather, and the baseline that we have of concrete asphalt underneath. So we've been very blessed and lucky that the field has lasted as long as it has, going into its 15th year. But just this past year, we did have to spend. We spent a good chunk of change. We spent about $30,000 just repairing it so it would be ready for opening day. So we're eventually going to have to do a full rebuild. We're going to have to redo the entire facility. So that's why having guys like you find out about us and come out and then inviting us on the show here tonight is tremendous, because we're really trying to get the word out more about this league so more people are aware of it, so they can help contribute, get involved, because we're really thinking again the next.
And I was down at one of your fundraisers at
Yes, the Brothers one.
the pizza joint over there. Great food.
Brothers Pizza 33, great guys. Pasquale.
Where's the next one?
Great question. So next one is December 14th. We're going to be at Killarney's Public House for a Christmas party. We're going to have some celebrity bartenders coming out. So we're going to be...
Is that a secret?
Not a secret no more. I think we released it today on Facebook about the...
We did. I put it out. There's an event on Facebook, and it's gone out.
Who's some of the celebrities that have you?
I think we said Sal was a celebrity.
Yeah,
bartender. I think that was in the works, right?
Sal, I think you have to
I'm
come
not
out.
Tom Cruise from that movie there. I'm not throwing no bottles up in the air, but I'm all right.
It's not quite cocktail, huh? No, but we would love to have you out. I'm taking that as a verbal commitment.
I had shared this with some of the other shows. You might be getting some more help from hopefully some of the other radio shows here.
Oh, wow.
I reached out to Animal House Radio. They're in.
Okay.
Wow.
They're on Wednesdays.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So hopefully Gisela and Carl will come down with their crew, and we'll help out as much as we can.
That sounds great. Yeah, we're not going to say no to that. We don't say no
Always
to
over here, whatever you need. And what else is going on? What's the future like for Miracle League right now? He's got a big smirk on his face. There's something good coming out of here.
So the future for Miracle League, there's definitely a lot in the works. A lot of times we've noticed that our kids are getting older, so the league's getting older, so it's time to sort of add on more for our kids to do. So try to make them feel more inclusive, maybe doing like more of a job to them for Miracle League. So maybe at the field they do more helping set up the field, helping run the events, helping sell some of the concessions. Just some small stuff in the works, but again, there are some bigger things. So I would say we do have a lot going on now, and hopefully building on for the future.
You were talking to me that night about some network.
Yeah, so Sal's now smirking and he kind of put me on the spot, but the game plan is for January to kind of put together a very simple and kind of build off of it. The idea is to take this to another level and create the Miracle League Sports Network.
Oh,
Wow.
So and the concept came around because you look around and everybody's on their phones and they're all checking Barstool, right? They're all doing things right. Seriously,
They're watching the Little League World Series.
right? And you have Instagram TV, you have all these things.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
we're live right now. I'm looking at the camera.
What would we do without the technology? I mean, what if we had all this back in the day when me and Darren were maybe in high school or school?
Hey, Sal, watch it, Sal.
I
Come on.
mean, where would we be without these things? I mean,
Absolutely.
what could possibly happen? Because my son's 17 and he picked up a guitar at 15, 14 years old and taught himself. And I see him playing his guitar on there. I mean, where would we possibly be if we didn't have this? Look at all the stadiums now, what they're doing, football and baseball, making everything 5G. So people could do, I guess, whatever now with the legalize of sports betting. Mm-hmm. So technology's come a long way, and it's helping, I guess, stuff like you guys, my show, other shows, and whatever other else is going on.
You're right, and we'd be silly not to use this as a resource to help us for whether it's, like I said, just for advertising, for getting the word out, for sponsorships, but really also to give the kids opportunity. Darren and I were, and Andy, we were all just talking offline beforehand, just talking about giving kids opportunities, right? Just giving kids opportunities to see that they're capable. We have so many kids in our league. I mean, we had over 110 participants in our league this year combined between the spring, the summer, and the fall seasons that we did.
What's the age range with all the kids who participate in your league?
5 and up. There's no limit.
Really?
Five and up. Anyone can participate. Any
Now,
type of.
You were talking about the veterans, I think, that night at Bella's Pizza.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Dawn Muscower, my friend Rob's sister, who plays the drums in a great band called Chain Reaction in Brooklyn. All my friends, hello. She's part of McGuire Air Force. She goes out there. So hopefully what you said is, I don't want to ruin a lot of stuff, but I guess seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing, and
let me tell you, and it's true.
And what
I was there, and let me tell you something. And I want to thank Gene's daughter Danny for getting us together. And it's just something, and I don't get why this isn't anywhere else in this area, or New York, or in Brooklyn, where I came from, because I'm sure there's a lot of kids who dreamed about being a professional baseball player like myself, who unfortunately broke his ankle and couldn't go to Florida. But there is hope for kids out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, I would totally agree. I think in Miracle League, it's almost like we're their biggest fans, not that they're someone else's biggest fans.
Right.
I got a couple questions for you guys. When I was down there years ago, maybe say 7 or 8, when my godson was playing t-ball down at the Sawmill. While I was going to your facility, it was field turf. Is that still what it is down there? Field turf, like the fake AstroTurf?
So it's not field turf. It's not AstroTurf. It's rubber.
Okay.
If you get up there close and you look at it, it's actually it's a rubberized surface. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because it's a specific parameter. It's a specific design that's special to Miracle League.
Okay.
So when new Miracle Leagues sprout up and they design and build the field, there are certain designs that we have to follow, and there's certain parameters that we have to follow, and that includes having a completely barrier-free field. So this rubberized surface, and we have preferred vendors that work with just Miracle Leagues all over the country that will come out, and like this company that came out this year and repaired the field for us. They have the synthetic rubberized surface that lays out almost like it's like pouring concrete. Like you see them, they're literally like mixing it up in wheelbarrows, and they're on their hands and knees on trowels, and they're laying it out and they're putting it down, and spreading it even. And it's unbelievable. And then it kind of congeals and hardens in it, but it has a little bit of give to it, so it's safe. And it makes it accessible to any type of wheelchair or walker, any type of physical or any other limitation.
My other question is, with it being like a cement, like some basically concrete cement, what happens if it rains, if it drizzles? You guys still play, or with it being cement, you guys don't play with the weather?
So the nice thing is with the so we actually had an all-star game there last year. It actually rained the entire time, and we ran through the first inning, and actually the kids stayed on the field, and we played almost a full inning while it was raining still. So usually when it's wet, it's not too bad. We have a lot of volunteers with the kids, which is kind of good. So honestly, if we're there and baseball's going on, the kids will not leave that field. They'll play that game no matter what, in any kind of weather.
Yeah, I mean, we have to keep in mind that we're the demographic, the community we're working with have special needs. So,
Yes.
Extreme weather prevents things from happening. And if there is a slickness, we don't want injuries. So we do try to err on the side of caution. But at the same time, it can withstand some rain and hold it. So we've kind of tested that limit from time to time, because quite frankly, we're. At the end of the day, we're just dealing with people, parents, kids, and they all want to play. So they don't want it canceled. So, and if you asked a couple of our committee members, that whenever I make the call to cancel, they're not too happy themselves. So, because we want to get out there and play as much as possible. So we do try to get in the games as much as possible. We try to schedule as many games as we can so the kids can have fun, and we're going to be adding more. We're going to be
Absolutely.
adding more next year. We're extending the seasons. We're making them longer.
Now, when's before you go back on sale? What's your season from April to June, or from April to October? Do you guys play until it gets cold, or how do you guys handle the season?
We've typically avoided the heat. We've avoided the extreme warm of July and August. So in the past, we've run the league for 8 weeks in the spring, beginning in April, and then running through to like the first week of June. And then we would take a break and pick up again after Labor Day.
Okay, for
And
like
then-
fall ball.
For fall ball.
Okay.
And then go on into with a fall season until like the third week of October, and then we end the season with a giant bonfire and movie night at the field, which it's my favorite night. By
It is
the
a
way.
good night.
That's amazing.
It's a very fun night.
So much fun, so much fun. But this summer we introduced a new program. We called it Summer Catch, and with that, it was a partnership with the College of New Jersey, TCNJ baseball. So we had about 10, 11 players from TCNJ come out, and they provided instruction to the kids. And that was an unbelievable experience. And Tommy McCarthy, who's a recent graduate, he played there. He's actually a coach now. He just accepted a coaching job with Ryder. So now I'm going to be plucking him and trying to get Ryder baseball involved too. But we're going to be continuing to do more things with TCNJ, and hopefully we also do a lot of stuff with Mercer Community
Okay.
College baseball now
Good,
too. So
good,
we have a
good.
lot of partnerships
Good.
in place where
Yeah.
these groups are coming out and they're providing instruction now to the kids, which we never gave before. It was always just inclusive play, non-competitive play. Now we're teaching them to play. We're actually teaching them baseball skill.
Yes, I had witnessed that. Now, when I noticed on the field, the Trenton Thunder is a big sponsor of your Miracle League, and you had an event at their stadium during the summer?
You want to take that?
So, yes, Trenton Thunder is a very nice thing for us. Every year we actually do our award ceremony on the field for Trenton Thunder.
Oh, wow.
So that's a huge thing for us. So the kids are able to go on the field with Boomer, with all the mascots and the players too, and we hand out their awards. And we get a nice 2-minute window to announce their nicknames as well on the field
Oh, that's
and
great.
give them the award. So that's
That
a
is
very cool thing
great.
for them because, once again, they're the stars of the show, which is really what it's all about.
It is, and I told
amazing.
one of the kids there, I says, you are the Aaron Judge and A-Rod of the Miracle
Absolutely.
League. I'm going to switch it over to this side, to Darren.
I'm gonna.
What do you got there?
What do I got? I tell you what I got is good vibes going on in this room right now. That's what I got. And it's interesting, you listen to the stories from Andy and Dan in regards to Miracle League, and it's just amazing because that's what it's all about. It's not about the fact that they make everything safe for these kids with disabilities. It's about the fact that we're going somewhere.
Right.
We're taking the steps in the right direction to what needs to happen. And it's about partnering with the right people and making sure that you can't take it on your own. You have to try to partner. You have to try to build relationships with other organizations who are out there trying to achieve the same goals as you are. And if you pick the right partners and you choose them right, you can make a big difference in people's lives. And that's what I've learned getting into this. Matter of fact, today, we were here at the station today earlier with another group of people that do provide a very similar service to people with disabilities, and that's a company called On Your Mark out of Staten Island, New York. And John Bellotti, who is the president of that organization, the founder of that organization, is just an amazing man. And when you walk through the campuses there and you see the buildings and you see what they're doing for these people, it's humbling. It really is humbling. And you have to take it and you have to understand, you have to work with it and say, you know what, I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to try to contribute. And if you can do that, then you're doing a great thing for yourself and the community. And so On Your Mark, and I'm not going to go crazy, Miracle League, On Your Mark, two perfect, there's synergies there. And that's what I mean by partnering. When you put two people together and companies together, it makes a big difference for everybody. And that's what's important, about today. And, you go into, to On Your Mark and you see there's a chocolate factory next to it. And that chocolate factory has all types of folks working there with disabilities. And they're making the chocolate. And they're producing a quality product. And everything's coming out, and they have a smile on their face when they're serving you, and they're happy to be doing what they're doing. Okay? And then you go down, and they got a T-shirt, place where they make their own T-shirts, and they make sure that everything is quality done. And Joe, who works at the T-shirt store there, Joe, I'll never forget you, buddy. never forget you. You're doing an amazing job, and you're teaching everybody there to do just a good job that you do as well. So I'm proud of everybody, and I see a lot of upside in what's going on here, and I'm happy to be here today. And I talk about sports, John, thank you. On Your Mark, like I said, once again, onyourmark.org. They're just a great group of people. They were here today. We're going to get them on a radio station. We're going to partner with them, with other organizations like Miracle League, and we're going to make a difference. And, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And you guys are doing a great thing. You guys are doing great.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks
very
so
Now
much.
that
Thank
On the
you, thank
Mark
you.
thing is on Victory
You have
Boulevard,
a
if I'm
you have a
not
tear
mistaken.
coming out of your eye there, Dad. Are you?
Oh, Maddie. I'm not. You know what, Maddie? It means a lot to me. You know that.
You have a tear coming out of your eye.
Listen, you know
Now,
what?
Darren, that's on Victory Boulevard?
Yes, it is.
I remember
well,
that place because I had an apartment right around the corner there. Now that you said that, I remembered where it was.
Now they have a cafe there. Now you can go in there, and they got the best bunch of individuals working at that cafe, and you can get a breakfast there for under $4 on a Saturday or a Sunday.
That sounds
a
good to me. I
special.
have to come check it out.
And you go there, you check it out, and I think you'll enjoy it. And you want to get a piece of chocolate or something afterwards, you go right next door.
Forget it. I can't have any more chocolate because I'll actually win the New York Marathon if I have any more chocolate. But this is great. God bless. He's in the room as well always, and it's a great organization. Now, what's your website where people could donate and volunteer and all this other stuff?
Well, so premier thing is our Facebook page. That's usually our go-to thing for everyone. So if
Okay.
you guys want to check it out, it's Miracle League of Mercer County on our Facebook page. And our website is miracleleaguemercer.org.
You got it.
miracleleaguemercer.org. So you can check out our Facebook page out there and our also website. You'll see at our website we have an About page. So it's more about our committee members we mentioned earlier, as well as our awesome players and our schedule coming up. So
And there is a direct link. If you go to miracleleaguemercer.org/donate.
there we go.
If you go to that, miracleleaguemercer.org/donate. Hey, you know what? Giving Tuesday is coming up soon, right? That's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So if you want, you just go right to that website. You click right on our PayPal link, and there you go. You can make a little donation right there.
Seamless,
Support the
seamless.
Seamless plug. That's what we do here.
Seamless and shameless is what
Where have you been lately, sir?
Where have I
This
been?
is Matt, and Matt was telling us a story out here about the first autistic ball player playing where?
Yeah, Tarek Elabor was a man who's currently on the Kansas City Royals minor league team. I don't know what the team name is or where they play, but he was the very first autistic baseball player to play for a minor league team. He signed with the Royals in 2016. His name is Tarek Elabor.
You want to spell it, Maddie, so people maybe.
Like some people like
How you spell his last name?
Tarik and then Elabor EL-ABOUR.
Okay.
That's how you spell his name.
We got a lot of great connections in this room. At the Miracle League. You still with Rutgers Radio?
Yeah, I'm still with him.
All right. We got a lot of good connections. We got a lot of people out there. I know my former Brooklynites and Staten Islanders are listening and worldwide. Look it up. If you think I'm kidding with what I saw, all you got to do is look online. Now turning the page. And the Nationals, of course, won.
Well deserved.
My friend here was happy he's a pig in doo-doo when the Phillies got Girardi as their manager. He's jumping all over the place. Sir Didi will not be coming back, I believe, as the Yankees shortstop. And
Shocking.
anybody want to chime in on that one? Go ahead. Anyone?
Didi was sorry.
Maddie will grab it. Maddie.
Didi Gregorius, when he first got back from injury, because this year was plagued with injuries for the Yankees, but it took him a while to get back to his true form. He was great for the Yankees for a good season or two. He struggled this past year, batting and fielding. Whoever picks him up, you're getting a really good product, a really good prodigy. It's a shame the Yankees aren't going to re-sign him because he is really that kind of young talent that the Yankees kind of need.
You don't know that yet. Just because they didn't make a qualifying offer doesn't mean they're not going to re-sign him. They may do something cheap.
That's a good point. What do you guys think?
I personally think he's going to ask for a little bit more money if he signs with the Yankees again. So I would think he's going to go to a team that's going to build around him. That's my take on that. Whole
Who would be willing to build around a guy like Didi Gregorius?
It's tough because there's a lot of West Coast teams that need that one player. Like we were talking about the Angels, they
Right.
could use one player, someone to complement Trout. That would be a perfect pair. Because
Yeah.
I believe he's going to a West Coast team, but
I believe
where
so.
I don't know.
exactly, I mean with Trout, he's getting older, so he really needs that number 2 All-Star. Because I think Pujols is on his way out as well, so I think he needs that number 2.
No, Albert
again.
Pujols has been on the decline for the last couple of years.
Oh, easily.
He's literally been on the decline. I think the last great year he had was 2015, 2016.
How old is he around? How old is he
gotta
up there in his?
I think
Well,
he's.
I think he's in his 40s.
I believe he's in his
there?
40s too.
39. I think he's 39.
39.
39, 40 years old. He's
When is Melky? Not Melky. Who was the first baseman on Detroit?
Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera. Yeah. Why
He's
they
like
get him-
36. He's 36.
What about him? Is he going anywhere? Is
No,
he going to
he's,
retire? Ever?
He's 36, but his body is like 52.
Yeah, he fell off the cliff. He broke
Was
down.
he an original outfielder with the Marlins
Yes,
back
he
in the
was.
day?
He was.
He played
And a
outfield and
third
played
ba-
third
and
base.
a third baseman, right?
Yes.
Pujols is turning 40 in January.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. That's
Wow.
nuts.
What about that horrible play in the World Series where the guy threw the ball and it hit the other player and he said he was running out of the
No,
baseline?
he was safe.
That was just terrible. That could have ruined the whole World
Yeah,
Series.
not for nothing.
One play.
Joe Buck is another guy who should get thrown out.
Oh my
out of the
God.
booth head first. But
Oh my God.
you know, that's my take on him.
I fail to see anybody that is pro Joe Buck. I've never had a conversation where somebody said, you know what? No. He's not that bad. I don't think. You know, like,
He hasn't been that good with football either. Like I know baseball has been like
he
his
always
cup of
mocks.
tea, but like
He always mocks Philadelphia for the Eagles or the Phillies. He can't. He always mocks Philadelphia.
and I'm not defending him, by the way. I'm not a Joe Buck fan, but
none of us are.
you
he
know,
always
like,
mocks. He always mocks Philadelphia.
it's funny. I've never heard anybody come to his defense.
No,
Never.
and he always.
Just
No.
himself. He wanted to know where that guy was selling the T-shirt. He wanted to purchase one.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't see his Twitter account. He goes, "Where can I purchase that?" So that guy just made him more popular than ever with that. Unless he threw the guy in the stands and said, "Put that's better than the girls lifting their shirts up." But
Oh my God.
He's like the stuck-up. He's like the stuck-up girl, but he's the stuck-up announcer.
didn't he just make
Stuck-up
fun of
baseball
Schmaltzy
announcer.
during the World Series?
I don't know if he did.
Didn't he say something about his scorecard? He was keeping a scorecard, and he made fun of the way he kept the scorecard or something.
I don't know why he would make fun of him.
Let me tell you something. Smoltz might be one of the best in the game.
He is.
He's fantastic.
He's good. I
Yeah.
like him. I like him.
That's the only reason why Michael K is surviving, because he's got professional ball players with him.
Oh yeah.
Should have stayed on
Yeah.
the radio with
Oh, guess what
with
I
Sterling.
I was watching Kay earlier in the week. David Cohn wants to be the pitching coach for the Yanks.
So
He'll definitely get it.
Well, so
wants that.
So from what I understand is they're still going after the pitching coach from Michigan, from the University of Michigan, who's apparently the hot guy, and the Mets were interested in him too.
Now, why did they get rid of Rothschild?
Did you see the pitching performance in the series against
Well,
Houston?
he was the goat. He was the
goat.
Yeah.
He really was the GOAT.
He was the GOAT, but you can make the argument. I mean, what has he done in the last 5-6 years with the pitcher? He doesn't develop guys and make them better. People
Was he
don't
there in
come to
09
New York
when
and get better.
No, he wasn't there. In
No, he
09.
wasn't there in 09 when they won the World Series.
Who was the pitching coach in 09?
Dave Island?
Yeah.
Dave Allen?
I think it was Dave Island.
I can't think even back 10 years ago.
Bottom line is the Yankees need to find a way to get over the hump. They need to get a really good pitcher. I don't know if you guys saw the post World Series interview, but Garrett Cole was with a Houston Astros beat writer, and he said, "I'm no longer a part of this team." And I can honestly understand his frustration because this is the second time in a postseason game where a manager just decided not to put in Garrett Cole.
Well, they were losing at the point that they were going to decide to put him in.
Yeah, they were.
So it didn't really make sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like
They
you
didn't-
don't put in Will Harris. You got to go.
Ready?
You got to go with the guy who's
Where's our Met fan? You are.
I was
I
just
am
going to say,
not our Met fan.
If you
Well,
guys,
Who's
pointing the
our
wrong
Met fan?
direction.
if you
Don't
guys,
you're
right
pointing
here.
the
guys
wrong
want to
direction.
pivot, if you
You
want
got
to
to go
pivot
to
over
the other
here,
side.
Well, one of our co-hosts was.
You got.
Who was it?
Oh,
it was Andrew.
Andrew, yes.
Andrew.
Romanello, who's not here. Tune into the Rome Show on Mondays. I think he's changing his time. Another great guy talking about sports. Carlos Beltran?
Carlos Beltran.
The guy who struck out with the Cardinals with the bases loaded in 2006?
God, don't remind me about
What
that.
the? I was working that game, actually.
Yeah.
When I was still working security there. Not a lot of people running out of that stadium.
Oh my God.
My thing with Carlos Beltran is I think he is going to be a tremendous manager, just not right now. He's not the guy the Mets need right now.
All right, we're all placing bets here. You ready?
Let's place bets.
50 games he's out, and Terry Collins is back in.
75 games, Willie Randolph
Oh,
makes
we're
a
going
comeback.
75, Willie? That's who I thought they were going to go for.
I thought Willie. I
love
wanted
Willie
Girardi. I
Yeah,
would.
they'll give him at least 2 years.
He's a Yankee. I love him.
I'm kind of shocked that Mickey Callaway, who finished with a better record than the Phillies this year, got fired after 2 seasons. But not for nothing. When you're up 10-4 at the bottom of the 9th inning and you can't close out a game,
Well, we said
That's not the manager. That's Edwin
It's the
Diaz.
reliever.
Not the manager.
Who-
It's the bullpen.
I
They're
think
planning on-
100% the bullpen.
I think the American and National League, the pitching is just different. Even the hitting. Look at Cano. Don't you know
don't
Robbie
tell me.
Cano?
Robbie Cano.
Waste of a second baseman.
and that was probably the game that actually propelled the Nationals to aspirations to even win a World Series.
They
that
should
game.
go out and do like the Yankees did back in the day with Wetland and Rivera.
Yeah.
Move Diaz to an 8th inning role and get another guy to throw in relief.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. But I think it starts off with getting rid of Diaz. But unfortunately, we got
No,
it for another
that-
year.
It sounds like they're not getting rid of him, though.
These
get rid of him.
these guys are going to bounce back next year.
Problem,
Second
problem
wild
was,
card.
the problem was we signed Familia for 3 years, 30
Well,
mil.
so that's the thing. So you let him go, and then you trade back for him and sign him for 3 years, $30 million. What's the point?
Oh, he tried to pull a Brian Cashman
What's
when he
the
got
point?
Chapman back.
Oh, whoa! I got one more.
Uh-oh.
At least you have Cespedes back this year
Cespedes,
coming up.
Get out of here with
He's
Cespedes.
not coming back.
No,
I don't think he's coming
Oh,
back.
he ain't coming back.
he's
He fell in another hole somewhere.
Just like Jacoby Ellsbury.
Yeah, him and Johnny Damon are out somewhere falling in holes together, I guess. I have no idea. They still paying that moron?
The Yankees are still paying Jacoby Ellsbury.
Yeah.
I mean, Ellsbury.
They gotta get rid
Why
of
did I
him.
say Johnny Damon for? I'm sorry, Johnny.
Jacoby
Mets are
Ellsbury.
playing, uh,
Jacoby
Berea.
Ellsbury, what a disaster that was.
I rented Johnny Damon.
Probably worse than the A-Rod contract with the
You
Yankees.
said
gave
Mets
A-Rod
are still
in
playing Bobby
2004.
Bonilla too, right?
Well, you still got something out
Bobby
of
till
A-Rod.
2035.
Yeah, we got a World
we
Series
got
out of him.
Bobby.
They should have named Bobby Bonilla,
Bobby
man. They
Bonilla.
were paying him
He
anyway.
gets his own day. That's the life to live. You get paid to do nothing.
I'll tell you what, he might be the smartest human being on the planet because that guy, I mean, he still to this day is getting $1 million a year. He has a day named after him pretty much, and everybody just sits there and goes, I mean, come on.
That's the
Come
Mets for
on.
you.
That guy
That
is
the
a
Mets.
genius.
He's
That's
a
the Mets
legend.
for
and,
you.
Bobby
really
Bonilla.
his agent. But
What happened? It's 8:40. We didn't get a call yet?
609-807-2492.
Danny, call us.
Where is Danny?
Danny, call us.
609-807-2492.
Come on.
Call us, Danny. Call us.
Hey,
or Rob Kirchie. I see you're watching this right now. Kirchie, you call in.
Anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Call
a lot
in.
of people are out there.
609.
Trust me, it's not
807.
25 cents a minute. You know, this ain't those stupid. What was it, those commercials?
Yeah, you got unlimited playing here, unlimited Wi-Fi.
And if you call in now,
wireless.
we throw in something.
We'll throw in a free Miracle League shirt and hat.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. You're being serious. here.
I'm being serious.
All right, there you go.
Call in right now and you will
Call in
receive
right
a free
now.
Miracle League shirt and hat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness,
I
that's
think
unbelievable.
Ruben wants one.
We'll give you an extra 5 minutes on the phone.
We got some of the best guys in the back here. We got Ruben, Monk, and Gene. How are you guys? They're at the helm in the back like Star Trek.
There you go.
Oh, is that somebody calling?
Yep, we got a phone call.
Hey, grandmother.
all right.
If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon.
That's Star Trek 3.
All right, so it looks like we got somebody on the phone here.
I could go on. I just don't like the first one.
What, Star Trek?
After the original first movie,
Hello, Daniel.
who was that? Anybody call?
Hello?
Who else is it?
I called you. About time, Danny.
It's the
Oh, it's
Brooklynites.
Johnny Damon. He got mad at you for mentioning his name.
Who?
Johnny Damon.
I was just talking. Yeah, I was just talking to Johnny Damon. He said, "How dare you compare me to Jacoby Ellsbury?"
I'll tell him I'm sorry. Danny, welcome aboard. This is Andy and Dan from Miracle League.
Daniel.
Hey,
How you doing,
congratulations.
Dan?
Hey guys, I was just
Daniel,
listening
beautiful
to you.
name.
Great stuff. Great stuff you guys have.
Thank you very much. Hey, Dan,
Thank
you
you
want
so
a free T-shirt and a hat? How do you feel about that?
Daniel,
They don't make T-shirts in my size.
Here at Miracle League, anything's possible. We got you.
that is true. That is true. You tell us what size.
Hey, look, if
one size
anybody-
fits all
if
hats.
we have to go to a dentist, we're going to raid his wife's dentist office, so we'll be all right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wish you guys were a little more south. They have worse teeth.
Don't worry. I think after a while, Beltran's going to need some dental
Oh,
work.
God.
I would imagine.
No, once I heard you mention Bobby Bonilla, I had to call because
Oh God,
There it
here we
is.
go.
Here we go again.
Who knew when he said I'm going to show you the Bronx, it meant $1 million a year for life.
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, the guy's got $1 million coming in a year. He can contribute a couple 100,000 back to the Miracle League.
Where are you, Bobby?
Where are you, Bobby?
Show yourself, Bobby.
Call us in.
Bobby!
609-807-2492.
I sound like De Niro on that. What movie was that? Like Bobby! Oh!
We have another call, gentlemen, but you want to keep it with Danny. Hold on.
No, I'll let you guys go. I just called to say hi. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
All right. Plug it in.
Have a good one.
I think my mic's
All right.
dead.
Thank you, Danny.
Nice talking to you,
Sal,
Danny.
give me the information on that bartending thing when you're going to go. Maybe I'll come with you.
Oh,
All right.
here we
Thanks,
go.
Danny.
We got
the best.
another one.
Hey,
Thank you, thank
December
you.
Reel 'em
14th.
in. Reel 'em in.
December 14th.
White Horse, Russellville Road.
I have no
Parties.
problem. It'll be a lot of fun. Take
Buy the
care.
house. Buy the house.
Talk to the few.
Yeah, I totally got it.
All right. Who else is there?
Yeah.
Who was it? Call back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
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 Yes, who's calling? Hello?
Hello?
I heard a lot of echoing in their background. I think they had to lower. Just lower whatever you're listening to and call in. I think it was somebody you guys knew.
I'll tell you what, if one of our players calls in right now, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, get a player
So-
in.
Whoever
Yeah,
that was,
player-
please call back.
I think my
Are we
mic's
on? Are we on the? I can't
off.
hear myself.
I can. I don't hear.
Is the whole system?
I think we're down. I'm down.
Yeah, my mic's down.
too.
No, he just lowered the thing there. That's all.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right.
What happened? Didn't Bryce Harper get traded to the Phillies?
No,
from the Nationals.
The Nationals released him, and then he
We got
signed
a
a
call?
13-year, $325 million contract.
And then the Nationals won without him.
The Nationals won without.
That's pretty karma. That's a lot of karma.
It
there.
is very, very karma. Well, actually, Bryce supports him because
Just putting it right through. So here you go.
we got a call.
Okay, caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
That was supposed to be your sister.
Is that my sister? Was that you, Leslie?
Tell her to turn the thing
What
down.
do you call it? From the basement? You got to get out of the basement. Try to get a better connection.
Yeah, Les, you need to get
Leslie,
a place
you
that
need
has
to
good
have
reception.
Go, because we got a lot of calls coming in.
Backgrounds.
Les?
Here.
Hello.
Yeah, Leslie, we can't really hear you.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to.
I know it's my sister.
We know it's you.
Is someone
Sure,
talking
you have something
behind you?
nice to say, but
And there she
I
goes.
guess that's it.
Well, that's what happens with Surface and Stan now.
That's what happens when it
That's
rains
true.
outside.
Good point.
Well, I call it Gilligan's Island because it takes you 3 hours to get on and
That's
off
a very
that damn
good point.
place.
Very good point.
Well, it's true. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I actually know. I worked for the sanitation for 10 years out there. I wanted to hang myself.
There we go.
Talking baseball here with
We're
Sal.
talking about a lot of stuff. Like garbage we're picking up.
Pick it up and putting down.
I pick up, you down. I'm Arnold.
I have a question back to you guys about your league.
I'm on the time here.
Okay. For the registration.
Yes.
How you guys handle that? Is like the other leagues? Is it lenient, or how you guys handle the registration?
So you can just register online. We have it on our website and our Facebook page. Take us to a link to register. It's all done online, but we do have instances where parents will sign up the day of, and that's totally fine. You could show up the day of, and you'll be on a team.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't turn. We're never going to turn people away.
Nah,
So if you want to join the league, you're going to be a part of the league.
The more the merrier.
So where do you go? Like where are these fields again? I just want to make sure. I'm not really sure. I want to make sure the listeners know where these fields are. Where are they located?
So our field's located on the campgrounds of the Hamilton area YMCA at Sawmill. It's where our summer camp our summer camp is run, and that's 187 Sawmill Road in Hamilton, New Jersey. It's about a 5-minute drive here from downtown Robbinsville.
Downtown.
Can we call it that now? Is it downtown Robbinsville, the way it's been built up now? But
Yeah.
Probably.
Unfortunately.
I think you could say that.
But it's a beautiful field, and I started showing some of you guys the picture of the field that we have, some of the aerial shots from the drone footage that we've taken. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And, to Sal's point, yes, it is kind of our field of dreams. You know, you literally have to drive past through cornfields to get to our place. Like it doesn't get any cooler than that.
Yeah, it's off of South Broad.
We need to do like a video of that, like driving down some of those roads and like cut in right to the field there.
Oh yeah.
We do have a Miracle League video on our website of that.
We have a couple of videos. Yeah.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
really?
Actually,
we do a couple of videos.
where the field is, it's off of South Broad and
Yep.
Old York Road.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yep.
Right down Sawmill
I
Road.
heard something this morning on FAN with Boomer and GL. Somebody called up who had some kind of, I can't think of the organization. They asked to do a charity softball game against WFAN with the Al Dukes and them.
Yeah.
With Boomer and GL on their team. How about we challenge them? How
I
about
mean-
Miracle League versus FAN, the adults? How about we... I'm going to call in tomorrow. I'm going to talk to Al Dukes and maybe get it happening.
Okay.
For the summer.
Nice.
I'll tell you what.
What do we think?
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Sal,
I'll play.
I'd play.
Your head's where my head is. So you call into the show tomorrow. You,
it's
talk
funny,
to
a
Al
couple of
Dukes.
summers ago, I called up FAN and I told Boomer, I said, look, I just saw you on an old episode of Family Feud when they had the football players.
Yeah.
And Craig Conn was...
Oh my
at the
God, I
time.
remember that episode.
He remembered that. He was like, oh, thank you. And they were praising the sanitation. And we were going to play against them when I was still at the city. But I think this is even better.
Absolutely.
Call. I'll tell you what. I'll jump on that call with you. I'll do that.
And if they were even listening, I mean, I told Jerry Rucco about
Yeah,
me.
I'll
And
play.
I don't know.
I'll play against them for their league for charity.
Yeah, during the summer, I thought,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
make it happen. We
I'd
could play in the
play.
field right behind that, right?
I'd play for. I'd
We
play
can
for.
play right on. We can play right on our field.
We're all playing.
right on the field.
Absolutely
There
right
you
on the
go.
field.
Yeah.
Now, let's do that.
I'm in.
Let's do that. Let's see if we can get something going.
Yeah, now, can
I
we...
got my glove. I found my glove. It's out in the car. That
There you go.
that Uncle Larry gave me. I had a relace and everything. I've had this glove since I forgot how old.
So let me tell you something, and Andy can vouch for this. He can.
Well,
he
you
can
got to
verify
think.
it.
Look at this. He's turning red. You're almost as red as the
No.
paper here.
So this tells you either my level of commitment to this and how much I love this league, or how sick I am. But I've had a baseball glove that I've used since I played in college. So 15, 16 years ago. And that glove has been beat to hell. So it was time to move on from it. So what do I do last year? He'll tell you. I go out and I buy a $300 A2000.
Oh my God.
Why?
I still got mine.
I don't know why, but it's still
you said it. Why?
still
You
needs to be
love it.
broken in. But
You love it.
I'm telling you, if we call these guys tomorrow and say we got a softball match lined up, now I can use it for something.
So if anybody wants to show up to this event, is this event that you're having, do they have to live in Jersey? Could they
No,
be from
anywhere.
anywhere?
Anywhere.
They could be from anywhere.
They could be-
So that's the deal. I mean, you could come down, play a beautiful fields. I've been at these fields myself, personally. So you can come down to these beautiful fields, even in Staten Island. We don't have the beautiful fields out there, right? We don't got those out there. So we got to come out to Jersey, and you make the trip, and it'll be worthwhile for you and your family to get out there and participate in some of these events. It's a great thing to do. It's good family time, and it's a good feeling for everybody.
And let me just say, if you're coming straight down the turnpike from Staten Island, you're talking about 40. You can get here in 40 minutes, 45 minutes,
Easily.
Well, that's without traffic.
Easily.
without traffic, or depending on how you drive.
Well, if we had a boat from Staten Island, it might be easier. Get Gilligan over there and.
We're back on the Gilligan thing.
We're back in the
I can't help it. I lived
Always
on that
like the
island for
Gilligan.
12 years.
So Dan, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, say it's the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And a player wants to sign up, kind of like a Dallas Keuchel situation in Atlanta. would I be willing? Am I allowed to sign up for the league mid-season?
Yes.
I had a kid that signed up for the last game of the season last spring.
Done.
And then played in the summer program that we did, and then the fall program.
That's great.
Yeah, we don't care. We'll take somebody in last. We'll take somebody in
We
last.
got, well, since we started late, we'll give another 10, 15 minutes.
15 minutes, because we started at
Call. The next caller is a guarantee T-shirt and hat.
T-shirt and hat from the Miracle League of Mercer County. You're going to walk
The
away
one
with
I'm wearing.
swag.
Look at this. I'll even. You want me
Take it off. Take it off.
There you
Now
go.
let's see it.
There he goes.
There we go.
He's Hulk
There you
Hogan.
go.
I didn't know it was turning into this kind of a show.
It's hot in here anyway. There you go. There you go. I was down there to see that, and it was great. It was just great.
So the whiteout, I can talk about that. So we, we're always trying to come up with new things, fun things to keep it interesting for the kids and for the families. And being the huge, borderline obnoxious Penn State football fan, number 4 ranked Nittany Lions.
I'm a Rutgers guy. Our football team stinks. So honestly,
I'm allowed to say that on the air.
He's allowed to say it on the air.
Hey, listen, I say it at WRSU all the time. We say it all the time. Our football team.
Are they going to give you that diploma now with that?
I mean, the Detroit Lions, they pulled all the TVs out of their workout facility because they were being. We don't like the reporters talking bad about us. Everybody
No,
put
that's
the TVs out.
Chicago Bears.
Was it the Bears or
Yes.
whoever it was? That's funny.
Notre Dame's 15,
There you
and
go.
they're going to the Toil Bowl because they're not making a playoff, so I don't care. Go ahead, back to Penn State.
No,
Back to that program.
that was a terrific segue. The whiteout idea came straight from Penn State, and you guys see how they have those whiteout events there. And
Yeah.
The concept, the idea was, we had this idea in our head where, the league is about inclusion, and everybody, everybody comes up and everybody plays and everybody participates, and we're all different, but we're really all the same at the end of the day. So to be able to have everybody come out and wear white, and if you went on our Facebook page and you looked at the pictures we posted from that day, I mean, you'll see this unbelievable just wave of white. Everybody wearing one color and being, our hashtag that's right on there. One league, one family. That's kind of our slogan. So, and that's something that we really believe in.
That's
So
what it's
to
about.
have that
It's about
event,
family,
it absolutely is. And Andy said it earlier. We do a whole heck of a lot. Ourselves and our committee members that are with us. But
We have a phone call.
Oh, we do have a phone call.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
And
Hello?
here is your caller.
Is this Leslie?
Hello, guys.
Who's this?
Hi, this is DJ Danny.
Oh, it's DJ
Hey,
Danny.
DJ Danny, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, Andy, it's your best friend.
Hi.
What's up,
I'm
Danny?
so happy you guys are networking. I'm so excited and happy and thankful that Sal, you got them on your show.
I want to thank you for letting it happen. You made it happen.
Of course.
You made it happen.
Do you see everything they're doing? We're all going to help each other. This is exactly what I was trying to make Hamilton Radio about. So I appreciate you giving them the authority to talk and, giving a spot because what they do is amazing. And I love having Dan and Andy as good friends for this. So
I hope she's coming the 14th of December.
She's definitely coming now.
Well, the invite's out there.
Hey, Danny, the 14th, mark your calendar, okay?
What'd you say?
The 14th, mark your calendar. You're free all day.
December 14th.
Killarney's Public House.
Where are you? It's at Clarny's? What time?
Between 3 and 7, we're going to have a Christmas party for the league. We're going to have some celebrity bartenders. We'll be selling merchandise. We'll be collecting tips for the league.
That's awesome. So I'll stop by, but I also have my DJ Danny Show Christmas party that night. It's from 6 to 10:30. But I'll stop by definitely to make sure I, reach out to you guys and everything for that.
All right, so make sure you only have 4 or 5 drinks before you.
I'm booked all night, but I promise I'll stop by earlier so I could see you guys and everything.
No, that's great.
And
Thank
help
you so much.
promote it.
All right,
So,
Danny.
of
Thank
course.
you very
Everybody, DJ Danny Show, catch it live always here on HamiltonRadio.net and Facebook Live.
Nice to meet
Thank
you,
you
DJ
so much,
Danny.
Sal. You guys are amazing, and I hope you all can network and just work together. Also, Sal, let them know if they need anything to reach out to us, and we'd love to try to do donations or maybe a fundraiser for them.
Oh, yeah,
So-
without a doubt we are.
Just speak with my dad about that because he's the head guy of that. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me be on your show to call in. But I really want to say thank you, Sal, for having Andy and Dan.
Thank you. Let's give a hand to DJ Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
This is amazing what you guys do. So just preach it to the world. It's your time. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Right.
much.
Thank you,
Bye,
Danny.
thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Of course. Thank you. Bye.
Great show, guys. Catch it. She's got a lot of great guests on there, musicians, actors, actresses. All the shows on this radio station are great. Monday through Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, whatever it is. They're all great. And you could thank the guys out in the back there for letting all this happen. Where else are we going now? Penn State? Anybody?
Yeah, why not?
Gilligan's Island, Penn State.
Gilligan's Island, Penn
Yeah,
State.
we're all over
We're not
the
going to
place.
let that down.
Oh my god.
3 hour tour. The weather started getting rough. Is the weather rough out there now?
It's supposed
getting
to
there.
downpour tonight, I think, too.
I know tomorrow it's supposed to decrease 20 degrees.
Really?
It's supposed to get really, really
It's chilly
cold.
today
Yeah.
and hot tamale. But it's all right.
Welcome to Jersey.
What's the score of the football game?
What football game? Who
There's a
cares
fo-
about
this is
football?
Thursday.
Whoa, I'm
Football.
actually a
What is it,
I'm a
what is it, the
Chargers
toilet-
fan. Hold
Wait,
on. I'm
Hold
a
on a
Chargers
second.
fan.
Hold on a
Hold
second.
on.
You got a
Wait,
Charger
wait,
fan in the
I'm a
house.
I'm
Chargers
going with
fan.
the under. I'm going with the under tonight. I'm sorry, the over. Over. What's the score? Over. I went with.
It's
This is a-
7-0 Raiders right now.
This is a football. This is a baseball show.
Are we calling those the Vegas Raiders?
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're gonna be moving to Vegas next year.
Jets Giants this weekend. What about
Was that the toilet bowl or the?
Game of the century.
Is that, are they calling that the toilet bowl? What about the cats? There was a report, not just one cat. They found like 300 other cats in the stadium.
Jeez.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, it was on Boomer and Gio. They said it.
They were using
they're
for the
gonna probably start
buffet.
a football game Sunday during the halftime show at MetLife during the. Are they calling that the toilet bowl Sunday or?
Honestly, it should be the toilet bowl. The Jets are just absolutely horrendous.
So if the Giants lose,
They're gonna
they're gonna
that's
get the
embarrassing.
coach is done.
I think Pat Shermer's done after the season, regardless. He's been awful play calling. He's been awful developing Daniel Jones.
Giants and Jets. Ugh.
I'm shocked Adam
How many
Gase.
people are going to be in the stadium? 2?
I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Out of an 82,000.
Is going to Pittsburgh?
Going to Pittsburgh. Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Those are beautiful stadiums over there.
I love Pittsburgh. I
I
go there all the
haven't
time.
stopped, but I heard it's just.
Can I say
The
something?
Pittsburgh
Pirates
ballpark
won.
looks pretty
Pittsburgh
cool, too.
ballpark is beautiful.
Can I say something very important right now? I'm sorry, guys. I have to throw this in there because we're having
go
such an
ahead.
inspirational show today that I have to throw something out there. The reason why I became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan was because of my high school friends. And several years ago, one of my good friends, John Calabrese, passed away. John was a very close friend of mine. I loved him very much, and it's because of him why I continue to go to Pittsburgh Steelers games. John, I love you, buddy. I miss you. I go to the games. If the guys don't hang out, I'll go with my girlfriend. I'll go. I'll find a way of going, and it always makes me remember you, pal.
You drive?
So yeah, I drive. I'm
My
a
God,
good
you got my
driver.
sister in the car for that
Oh
long?
my God, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
One time when I was in middle school, we took an RV all the way to Pittsburgh. It took 12 hours.
I went the wrong way. I went to West Virginia. I went to West Virginia. It was really bad. I didn't realize it was the wrong way until I was in West Virginia.
Just go like to Florida or something. I don't know.
I will vouch for you though. Pittsburgh is a fantastic city.
Yes,
Nah,
it is.
it's a really, really good
You
city.
travel a lot to go to games, right? You go to
I do.
certain- yeah.
I do, and one of the things I do too is we like to travel and go to a lot of other miracle leagues. So one of the things we've done is we've gone out. We have a yearly national all-star game that we participate in. So we
nice.
send players. We'll randomly nominate a player that gets to go out and participate. The first ever one was in Findlay, Ohio. This past year was in Des Moines, Iowa, and next year is going to be in November in Houston, Texas. So
Oh, boy.
we're really looking forward
Let's
to
go
it.
wrestle up some cows.
Yeah, we're going global. We're going global. Miracle League's going global. We'll be in Japan soon.
But we have
All right?
we have actually a fantastic relationship with the. There's actually 3 Miracle Leagues in the Pittsburgh area, and we have an amazing relationship with the one in South Hills, in South Hills, Pennsylvania. So it's just south of the city. That league was put together by Sean Casey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
The mayor.
and
The bull plays
mayor.
The mayor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he was
Yes.
Really?
the mayor. Well, that's his nickname.
The mayor said hit
I was
him.
gonna say, hold on a minute.
No, the mayor of Cincinnati.
right?
They called him mayor of
They called him the
Cincinnati.
mayor.
That was another great ball player
But
right
he's out there with our
Case.
friend Timmy Gebhardt, who's out there and runs the league. So my brother lives in Pittsburgh, so I go out there
Oh, great.
frequently now, and every time I'm out there, I get to go see their league and steal their ideas and bring it back and claim it for my own.
That's actually a good city to have a league because the Little League World Series is held in Williamsport, Pennsylvania every year.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of baseball tradition out that
Tell
way.
you,
and-
there's a lot of good coverage for that Little League World Series.
They
isn't it?
they
That's
call that's a lot of coverage, and I think NCAA wrestling tournaments were held there last spring.
that's some
Pitt,
miracles all in itself.
I do. If you're looking here, we actually did get a comment from one of our Miracle League baseball players, Mr. Jared Kane, the J Train.
Hey, what's up, 999?
He's commenting on the question earlier about Didi Gregorius.
Okay, let's hear it.
He thinks he should stay. Jared
I
thinks he should
really
stay.
think he should stay.
We got to vote to stay.
We got to vote to stay.
You guys
I
have
want
an
him. I love
open
him.
door at any time up here. This is going to be your home also.
But back to the charity thing that we want. Say if we don't play those guys, we should just get something where we play somebody for a charity game.
I'll do it, even against the Trenton Thunder.
Anybody.
Anybody.
We
Let's
should-
go.
Anybody.
My cleats are everything are in the car right now when I used to play softball with sanitation. I'm ready. The old number 31's coming back on. Nobody's allowed to wear that number but me.
There you go. We'll make that
Well,
stipulation.
I was being a Yankee fan. Dave Winfield was my favorite Yankee.
There you
being
go.
I went from being a third baseman to an outfielder, and I took after him.
Right.
I 31 on everything.
Am I saying this right? He was the only athlete to be drafted in the first round of baseball, basketball, and football.
That I believe is correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
baseball and basketball. I know about football though.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there. Oh, what? I can't even see. Are we late?
I know too. We
when
have another
Dave
five
went
We
minutes.
got 5 minutes. We got
All
5
right, we'll
minutes.
do five more
Dave,
minutes, Gino, if that's okay with you. All right,
When
thank
Dave
you.
Winfield hit the ball, you ran away from it.
Who crashed through the wall? Was that Canseco?
Canseco.
Seiko crashed through
What?
the wall.
Let me tell you. What is the best story about Jose Canseco at Yankee Stadium? The old one. When the
ball went off his head?
the blow up doll with Madonna's name on it, when they threw it out on the field by the batters. Anybody remember that?
No.
You do. He does. He's laughing because he does.
God.
They threw by the batter circle where he was. There was a blow up doll somebody brought to the stadium and had Madonna's name in what do you call it? Like a Sharpie or something, right across the. You
were trying-
remember that, don't you?
They want
I do,
them.
unfortunately, yeah.
They want them to keep his bat warm.
So Jared, you're really stuck on Didi Gregorius here. You want him to stay?
Oh, Sir Didi. Oh, yes, indeed. Who doesn't like John Sterling? Those calls, that man's gonna jump out of the booth one day and it's gonna be all over. And Susan's gonna go, "Oh, Johnny!"
John, let me tell you about this, Susan. That's baseball. That's baseball. If he says that one more time, I'm never
what-
going to turn it back. I can't.
What did he say?
His number one when he screws up a call, which he will do from time to time.
He does.
Okay.
Or once every inning.
He does.
Well, I'll tell you, Susan, that's baseball. And he tries to justify the mistake he made. And he just sits there.
But he's great. The man,
No, he is-
He's like
he is
81
great.
years old or something.
He's
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He don't look it.
No.
He does not
No.
look it.
No, he aged
For
pretty
him.
well.
He
aged
does
pretty well.
Yeah. Hope I aged
No
that well.
stress. I mean, he's the voice of the Yankees now. So he's been for what was he doing? He was doing Atlanta Hawks basketball before
Yes,
he got on
Atlanta
the
Hawks.
Yankees.
In the 80s.
Atlanta Hawks.
He came to the Yankees.
And
The
they-
Yankees had a lot of great announcers.
They bought him.
Nobody's going to beat the original three with Bill White, Phil Rizzuto, and Frank Messer. So Rizzuto, every time Lightning, I'm going home. Seventh inning, the guy's on the turnpike already over to GW.
I'll tell you something. I really enjoyed David Cohn and Paul O'Neill.
Oh, those
I'll
are-
tell you what. Those
I
two
enjoyed
guys
Michael
together.
Kay.
It baffles me that none of these guys want to manage and their knowledge in the game. When you hear them announcing, even the other guys on MLB Network or
They don't have Leiter on there no more. He's only now on MLB Network full time.
Yeah, I think he's just on MLB.
who, Al Leiter?
Leiter.
Yeah.
I don't see
Really?
him do Yankees
Aaron
no
Boone
more.
was.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't Al Leiter get a job with the Mets?
Not that I know of.
I know of.
Most that's news to
Didn't he
me.
take a job with the Mets? I thought
Al
he took
Leiter?
a job with the Mets.
I just saw him like yesterday.
Jessica Mendoza has a job with the Mets. She's
I know she is, but
She knows her stuff,
I
though.
thought Al
She knows-
Leiter was
she
going
knows
to be
her
the.
stuff.
she does know her stuff.
for the
I'm very
Mets.
impressed with Jessica's knowledge.
I thought he got something.
I saw him on the network yesterday.
Oh, you catch a lot of those guys in some country serves at PNC Art Center, by the way.
Man, the J Train keeps commenting here. He's saying that
Uh-oh,
saying that David Cohn should be the pitching coach for the Yankees.
Jared, you should.
Where is he? Tell him to call in.
Jared, call in, bud.
Carrie, call in real quick.
609-807-2492.
Yeah, call in. We like to hear this. Come on.
So Jared
We
is
don't
at-
want nobody to be show. We don't bite on this show.
We really don't.
You got teeth over there?
Come on, Jared. Jared actually is number 99 for our league. He is our Aaron Judge of Miracle League.
Oh,
so-
we got the Aaron.
We got the judge.
Let's go. All rise and call in.
Come on, Jared, call in.
609-807-2492.
What did he say?
She goes, he just went to bed.
Oh, Carrie, wake him up.
It's
Come
9
on.
o'clock.
You know, speaking about Aaron Judge got a defensive award for best right field. What was that,
Defensive
man?
Player of the Year for best right fielder.
Really?
Well, he did make a lot of good plays this year.
Yeah,
But he did put his body out there.
His fielding improved quite a bit. I also feel like he's a little bit more patient at bat now. It's slowly getting there.
He got hot at the end of the year. We just need to see him
We
have
got
a whole year together.
4 minutes to go. So anything, bring up anything, plug something, promote something, whatever you guys want to do, go.
Well, here, Carrie, next time we come on the show, we'll have Jared call in. We're going to plan this ahead. So, if you'll have us back.
Oh, without a doubt. You guys are welcome to come anytime. There's no questions asked. Say we're coming up tonight, and that's it.
Not only are these guys doing a good thing, but they're just amazing at knowing the sports anyway. So it's a full package with these guys.
All right, guys. Remember, next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Next week.
Right, we're on every week now.
Yes, next week, same time.
Holy moly.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm trying to get, if anybody heard of Long Ball League in Staten Island, done by Gary Perrone of the Brooklyn Cyclones. I'm trying to get Gary on the show and talk about the Brooklyn Cyclones as well. You know, Mets minor league affiliate over there in Coney Island. They get a sellout every game. It's a beautiful ballpark. The security company I worked for had that. The Staten Island Yankees, MSG, and the Mets. So I worked a lot of good concerts, a lot of good baseball games. Very fortunate. And hopefully we get them in. Beautiful stadium. Got Nathan's right there.
Ooh, it's the best.
Oh,
2 hot dogs, fries, and a soda for $17. You're good. And
I can go for that right now. Tonight's Talking Baseball with Sal is brought to you by Nathan's Hot Dogs.
There we go.
that's what we need. Sponsors.
Talking baseball.
Anybody want to
is
sponsor?
It's sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes can save 50% or more on car insurance. Geico's been
We'll not
saving.
talk about Safelite after the fiasco I had with my windshield, but that's okay. That's for another day.
Not to brag, but Geico Mercer is the official sponsor of the luxury seats of the Miracle League of Mercer County.
There you go. There you
you
go.
go. That.
Excellent.
There you
Does that
go.
little guy come on over there too?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I want to see him.
yeah.
It's in the pregame.
I want to see him
postgame.
against the other guy from Liberty Mutual or whatever. What is that thing? A goose?
The
A duck?
emu.
Emu, yeah.
Oh, you.
That'll be a good picture matchup, right?
What about the Affleck guy? The Affleck guy? The
Yeah,
duck?
that thing has come a long way.
That has,
It
yeah.
has. It has.
Yeah.
But I miss who doesn't miss Yogi Berra
Oh.
with those
That's a good one.
commercials?
They were good commercials. They were
You
very
know,
good commercials.
what was that famous line? Cash just as good as money. Or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Yogi-isms were the best, man. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank Dan and Andy from Miracle League.
Oh, thank you guys. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks so much for having us,
let's
yeah.
give them a hand. You're all right.
Guys are
Absolutely
amazing.
right.
Sal, did a great job getting them on here.
Good job.
My 2 usual suspects here. This guy's been missing. I think he got kidnapped by Rutgers.
I got kidnapped by a Scarlet Knight, but I'll be available now.
What was her name?
Hey, I gotta throw this last one out here before
Red.
we go.
Go
Oh
right ahead.
God.
Greg Schiano, is he coming back?
He wants a lot of money. I think Rutgers is gonna have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at him.
What's the alternative? I think you gotta get. I mean, what's the alternative?
Continue to stink. That's it. Just continue to stink. You're not going to pay Shiano. He left. He comes back. That's like, doesn't make any sense for him to do. That's regression.
I think Joe Moorhead's gonna be the guy that takes over at Rutgers if not correct.
No. Why would he leave Mississippi State?
Look at this.
Why would he leave Mississippi State?
Mississippi
the
State
SEC.
stinks.
And
Better
of
Rutgers.
course, let's
He can win. He can win.
we got to welcome off the first timer here.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
dad. Let's welcome Darren. Ah!
Thank you.
He
Thank
can
you.
win
Darren,
it.
yeah.
He can win.
Great show.
And
Great
his,
show. Great
big
show.
stuff with there with On the Mark.
At least he can win with an SEC. He ain't
So
gonna
we
win
got-
in Big Ten.
On the Mark.
Cause just don't care. He's just talking about the
This is how it
SEC.
is.
He's
From
like we were
from
done.
left to right, we got On the Mark, talking baseball with Sal Angeletti's triple threat here, and we got Miracle League. No better combination this.
Absolutely.
We want to thank everybody who tuned in, listened in. Of course, whoever called in. Sorry to my sister Leslie. And be back next Thursday on November 14th at 8 p.m. You never know. These guys might be back.
Hey, well,
Hey.
Don't forget December 14th, right?
Yes, December 14th, Killarney's.
December 14th,
It's on their page.
3 o'clock to
Get
7
over
o'clock.
there.
Sal
December
Celebrity
14th,
Bartender.
3 to 7, Killarney's Public House. Thank you,
There we go.
Seamus.
And everybody,
Gino, Ruben, thank you.
thank you guys in the back and everybody else.
And Monk, thank you.
Yep. And God bless. Safe night. Safe travels. See y'all next week.